What's going on, people? It's Low Heat, and in this video I'm gonna be showing you a simple technique to make your bass lines thicker and fatter using the Maschine MK3. Works on the Maschine Plus. You can use this principle on any DAW, so make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And now let's get right into the video. So here's the beat that I'm working on. And I'm using track 1 bass for the bass line. Okay, so it's pretty fat, but we can make it even fatter. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a filter. A low pass filter after my instrument. And I'm gonna filter the high frequencies of this bass line. I usually set the cutoff frequency at about 250 or 300 Hz, but that could be adjusted according to your preference. So to bring up a bit more power into the bass, after the filter, I'm gonna load the saturator plugin. Which compensates for the low pass filter, which darkens the sound quite a lot, and it brings out a bit of harmonic so that the bass line cuts through the mix a bit more. And so if you want to have a round, warm bass that doesn't interfere with your high frequency elements and with your mid-range, you're pretty much done here. Here's how it would sound together with the drums. You should definitely use headphones or proper studio monitors to hear this, as it's quite low. So if you're looking for this type of bass, you're all set. However, let's go a step further and make the bass cut through the mix with high frequencies with the mid-range and fatten it up using chorus effects. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna duplicate this bass instrument. I just hold the duplicate button, press pad 1 and then press pad 2. So now it's being duplicated on pad 2. The MIDI notes haven't been duplicated yet, however, so I go back to instrument 1, press copy, go back to the second instrument and I paste it. And now we can see that they both have the same MIDI pattern playing at the same time. So what I'm gonna do now, and let me first explain why I'm doing this, because if I wanna add some stereo widening effects such as chorus or reverb or anything like that, it's not a good idea to add it to your low bass, because this would hit much stronger if it remained mono. So we're gonna leave this mono and apply the stereo widening effects to an upper layer of the bass that we're gonna create now. So my second bass, I'm gonna go to the filter and turn it into a high pass filter. So if I solo that, it sounds like this. And now I can add a chorus effect. I'm gonna be using Native Instruments Choral for this, but you can use the built-in chorus effect as well. And I'm gonna even add some reverb, leaving on the edge here, because I don't really like to use reverb on bass. However, we're safe with adding this type of effects to this upper layer, and it's important that the lower layer remains clean. And I'm gonna use round for this, and you can of course use the built-in reverb, no problem. But I'm gonna be using round. shorten the decay time. And now let's unmute the lower layer and hear how they both sound together. I will unmute pad 1. And you can of course adjust the balance between both using the volume controls. But this bass line now sounds much thicker, much fatter. It has some nice stereo width in the mid-range and the upper frequencies, while the lower frequencies remain clean and they remain mono. So let's hear it with the drums now. Maybe lower the volume of the bass line a bit, but you can hear that it sounds gigantic. So I hope this simple technique was useful. As I said, if you don't use Maschine, you can apply it to any DAW. Just copy your bass sound and low pass filter one of the copies, high pass filter the other copy, and then you can apply stereo widening and fattening effects to the upper layer. So give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you in the next one.